Hi guys, welcome to Museek Mag channel. This is Selvakumar. Today I'm in conversation with music composer Ram Sampath from Bombay. He was my first Steinberg Nuendo customer. What is hit in your sensibility? Could hit be based on a trend?
Sure, hits can be designed based on trends, but the true test of a real hit song is when it lasts the test of time.
Hey Ram, what is the criteria for selecting a singer in a competition?
The criteria in my case is always that the best singer must win, but I always compose with a singer in mind. That changes sometimes on the basis of the choices we've made as an entire team working on a film, but most of the times the best singer should win.
How do you draw a line between quality music and popular music?
The core of quality music is music that appeals to you personally. So if you make music that you enjoy listening to, that's all that matters.
Who is the greatest composer in Indian music and its associating reasons?
I think it would be unfair to talk about the greatest composer because I think music is subjective and taste is subjective. But in my opinion, the most complete composer is definitely Illayaraja because the sheer width of his knowledge and his repertoire is awe-inspiring. His body of work is it's stunning.
In Coke Studio, were you able to push the boundaries beyond film music?
I think I was able to express myself as a music composer and producer more broadly on Coke Studio because the platform allows for experimentation, for innovation, and I think we need more such platforms in the Indian music scene.
Who's the best Indian film music director in understanding the audience taste?
Currently, I think that would be Pritam in Hindi films. In terms of the rest of the rest of the country, I think Devi Sri Prasad is exceptional. I think obviously there's the one and only AR Rahman, who constantly changes to suit the times, but never loses his sense of his unique sound and his unique approach.
Do you think music samples does kill the live instrument player?
One of the crucial things about music is that it's always, with technology, it's always evolving and it's always changing. So I prefer not to take the negative view on things because at the end of the day, technology and innovations only push music forward. I think sampling has been a boon to music. I think samples per se are not bad. I think nothing can replace live musicians. So as far as I'm concerned, it's a win-win.
Do you think success is a must to stay in the field?
It's all about whether you enjoy your own music, whether you feel like listening to your own music. And the key with film music, and one of the important things people must understand about film music is that you are writing music to a script and you are writing music that represents an entire team's tastes, not just your own. So it's very important that in that you don't lose yourself and you retain your identity as a composer.
How do you balance your music values and producer and director expectations?
Like I said, I think the key is to retain your identity while representing the larger picture. Catering to a hero image is fun, but too much of it can get really boring. So I think the important thing is to have variety, but in and of itself, it's fun.
Who are the legends you feel have changed the path of Indian music?
Talking about the legends of Indian music who changed the direction of Indian music, let me talk about the non-film composers primarily. So I can talk about the fusion albums done by Ravi Shankar, Zakir Hussain, the fusion albums done by L. Subramaniam, and some very underappreciated work by Illayaraja, which is those two albums that he did, the non-film ones, which are called How to Name It and Nothing But Wind. Both are astonishing achievements of fusion. Both are astonishing achievements of sound engineering, of conceptual ideas, and incredible melodies. I think it's essential listening for anybody looking to learn more about Indian music, about how to fuse Indian music with Western concepts. Um, Another composer who's very close to my heart, whom most people don't know about in great depth, is Mr. Vanraj Bhatia, who's done incredible scores for films and done amazing work even in the non-film territory. So yeah, these are the people. There's too many people to talk about, but these are a few of them. I come from the school where, I mean, my heroes, whether it's R.D. Burman, whether it's Illayaraja, whether it's, again, A.R. Rahman, do songs and score. So that's the kind of, that's the way I like to work on a film. But I've seen examples of where separate composers work well too. So it just depends on the script, it depends on the film, and it depends on, the kind of film you're working on.
How much importance do you give to a singer's pitching when autotune is doing its rounds?
I think autotune is a cool idea. I think it's a very useful tool. But for me, it's a non-negotiable. The singer has to be able to sing. The song should sound fantastic without any autotune. Then we can use a bit of autotune just to get, kind of icing on the cake.
What is the role of lyrics in your music?
The role of lyrics in my music, actually, lyrics are crucial to what I do as a composer. I work very closely with the lyricists that I collaborate with. Whether it is Ori Chiraiya that I did with Swanand Kirkire, or Bhagni Ke Bose with Amitabh Bhattacharya, or Jile Zara with Javed Akhtar. What I really enjoy is seeing their personalities in the song, seeing how they view things. And songs are a collaboration. I really value words. So as a composer, I try to use every single thing the lyricist has written. I try to keep as much as possible and alter things only to fit meter.
Your contemporaries, who do you admire the most and why?
My contemporary music directors?
Yeah.
Oh my God, there's a lot of great work out there. So I have a lot of admiration for all of them, really. I can't single anyone out, it would be unfair. In English, I'm okay. In the rest of the Indian languages, I'm a work in progress. My wife is a good singer in all languages.
When you work with your wife on a song, how democratic or aristocratic are you?
Actually, we have a very clear demarcation of roles. I'm the boss when we're in the studio, and she's the boss when we're on stage, because that's where we are at our best. Yeah, but we've had some disagreements, and when there are disagreements in the studio, I've mostly won them. Like, for example, when I had just finished the arrangements on Ambar Sariya, Sona thought they were completely out of tune and they didn't make any sense, and it turned out to be her biggest hit. So yeah.
Share your memories about Shanmugananda Hall.
I have extremely fond memories of Shanmugananda Hall. I still go there from time to time. I still visit from time to time. I still enjoy concerts at Shanmugananda Hall. The beauty of the hall is the sheer width of the musicians who have played there. I mean, in fact, it's always bustling. It's always full of vibrant new energy. At the same time, it's one of the few places in Mumbai, that actually caters to not just Carnatic but classical music as a very serious art form. So that's something I'm very proud of. I think that Shanmugananda Hall is a landmark in Mumbai.
Current music and plagiarism.
Well, plagiarism is a tricky question. It's a tricky subject because it's always happened in Indian film music. It's not something new to us. But to give you a simple answer on it, to give you a short answer on it, plagiarism is a choice. Amir's fun to work with. Amir's one of the few people I know in the business who comes from a place of love and from creativity and imagination and wonder, and tries to protect the things that we create and present it in the best way possible. He's the most fearless person I know, and it's a pity that other people from Bollywood don't learn from him.
Director influencing your music and you influencing the content.
In terms of a director influencing the content, I think the content is first and foremost influenced by film content is first and foremost influenced by the script. Then it's influenced by all the people on board, whether it's the producer, the team that you're working with. But the most intimate relationship always is with the director, and I like it when the music of the film reflects the musical tastes of the director as well as me. That's something I really enjoy. So, for example, Talash reflects very strongly Rima Kagti's musical tastes. She likes a lot of electronic music, she likes trip hop, she likes jazz. So those things kind of you can hear, and rock, and those things you can hear in the soundtrack. On the other hand, you can take something like, to give you the best example would be something like Rais actually, where the script was set in Gujarat. So there's a certain tone that already comes to the music because it needs to reflect that culture.
Albums, what does it do to your music?
Special because you're your own boss. You don't answer to anybody. Especially the albums that I've worked on. Whether it's Tanha Dil Bichan or Sona's first album, or the albums on Coke Studio, you get to do your own thing, So I love working on albums. Problem is, the industry's fallen apart. That's the problem.
How real are our reality shows?
I can only say that I was a judge on a reality TV show in 2009 on MTV, and 7 or 8 of the musicians I found on that show, I met on that show, are still working with me to this day.
Your collaboration with Australian rock band In Access.
Collaborating with In Access was fun and easy because the song that we worked on, which was their song called Afterglow, had a really strong Indian soul to it. So kind of Indianizing that song almost felt like the most natural thing. They enjoyed the song, and that was the most important thing.
Does doing jingles help you reach film music?
Jingles are an amazing opportunity to learn while you get paid. So, I would advise all the upcoming composers to use advertising music as a great training ground, as a great learning ground, to expand your musical vocabulary, learn how different genres of music work, and then unleash yourself on film music.
Hi Ram, when are you coming to Chennai to do Tamil films?
As soon as I get a good offer, I'll be there. It just depends on the script. I need a great script. If the script is fantastic, I'll be in Chennai in no time.
That was our exclusive with Ram Sampath. Signing out for Museek Mag. This is Selvakumar. Thank you.